I did find the right. I couldn't remember whether I put it on the standard. So hello everyone. This is not a snack shot, but it is a snack shot overlay. You cannot see me. I am the man behind the curtain.
Wow, I'm very zoomed in. I'm
You're,
here.
You are, however, in the right positions. I did not check before we started. Before I.
Bravo.
I went over.
Good job.
So hello everyone, and welcome to Sunkissed, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition TTRPG game show thing. It's not a game show, it's a game and a show.
That would be a terrible game show.
Vampire
the Masquerade, spin the wheel.
The game show.
That could be actually quite hilarious.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
somebody needs to make this.
So, I am recording. So this is very likely going to be the last episode. And I know I've said that like for the last 200 episodes of Sunkissed, but
This might actually be it, and I'm.
It might actually for real.
we do, however, have a show coming up to replace it. It is called Drifting. It is sci-fi. I have not yet announced the cast, but I will. The patrons have already gotten a look at the work in progress art for the show. I got a recent updated piece of art for it as well. It's looking really cool. And yeah, that show is going to currently. It is going to be starting on the 11th of October. That is subject to change depending on cast availability and times and all this type of thing. But you know, so we're almost going back to back in terms of shows, which is much more organized and scheduled than I want to be. So
Yeah.
I mean just push it back a few weeks so that people don't expect me to have shows back to back.
No break for you.
I can confirm one of the cast being me. I am the GM. So.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, never would have thought that might be the case. That's crazy.
I'll have other GMs on the channel. You know, just for now for my Sunday show, it's like, hey, let's make really slow shows that just
You said Sunday show?
I said Monday, I think.
You
So-
said
No, you
Sunday.
said Sunday, but you meant.
I was
Monday.
like,
yeah.
Sundays?
No, they sound close enough. So, yeah. Let's say hello to our. It's like a battle royale, isn't it? Like we slowly lose people, but you know, it's, we.
I'm sad.
I had to include in the tweet that we missed Vandy because.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Well, you got to say goodbye. Nahari didn't.
I love you. Oh.
Contextually, Vandy's in the chat and just shouted,
Andy's
"I
in
love
the
you."
chat. We both
Sorry.
went,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
My brain is like.
otherwise
today.
it looks like Tess just randomly was like, "I love you." Just
Would not be out of
No,
character.
to be fair, that is
No.
something I would
Yeah,
totally
no,
do, but.
Aw.
So let's talk to both of these fine people and see how they're doing. Tash.
Hi, I'm Tashna. I do lots of variety content, like Fallout 4 and makeup and mini painting, which is coming up soon, and I am not prepared.
You have
so that's
time.
gonna be good. Yeah, I've got loads of time. It's fun. 40,000 Layers, first Thursday of the month coming up.
Yep.
Um,
Got quite a
fine,
lot
I'm
of
not
content for it
stressed.
now.
yeah, there's loads now. Got my little minis in the background.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Well, you can't see.
Oh,
the blur.
show the Tetrock.
Oh, I tidied up, man.
Let's show the Tetrock.
That's not what it's called.
What's it called?
Triarch.
Show the Triarch.
So I bought it because I
Was hungover.
like things, and I was hungover, and I needed a present, so I bought myself a present.
Oh,
So I got a Triarch.
It's a Necron Paidu.
that's so cool looking.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be cool, and I'm excited. And I took it off the plastic sheets, and I've been cleaning up the mold lines, which takes forever. But I'm excited to paint that in my own time.
Yeah. So if you like mini painting, if you like 40k, and if you like Warhammer 40k lore, 40,000 Layers has you covered on all those fronts. Tash paints minis. I talk about 40k lore, and it's all 40k. So you know, we've done Necrons, we've done Eldar, we've done a little bit of Chaos, or a fair bit of Chaos.
A lot of chaos.
We even touched upon the Mechanicus and the Dark Mechanicum and the Emperor and Heresy and the Omnisire and the Machine Spirits and their relations of all of those things.
Someone asks unrelated questions.
Yeah. We went down
And
on
next time's gonna be the Drakari.
Yes.
Who are they?
The Drakari are the Dark Eldar, also known as BDSM Space Elves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
They like to torture people, and I have to research them. Right after researching Chaos and Slanesh. And then the way the poll is going for the next one, after that, I'm going to have to research the Tau, who aren't particularly BDSM or dirty, but the internet doesn't believe that.
It's so tied.
For fuck's sake.
So
Am I going to... Because if I have to decide, I'm picking orcs, because I don't want to do the Tau right now.
everyone wants to do the Tau. It's the internet. I had to. Carry on. Anyway, so we'll see what that topic is.
Yep. And first Thursday of every month if you want to catch it live. But go check out Tash's YouTube, because that's where all of the VODs are, and little bits of extra content that we occasionally trickle out. And if you want even more extra content and even more stuff, there's the Patreon, where you can support the show, see that we get paid and the minis get paid for and things like that. And as we go, more things will unlock. There is a drunk episode where we'll
Wait, really?
Yeah, when we hit a certain goal, we will both get drunk while talking about lore, and Tash will
How
be...
far away is the goal?
Oh, it's a long way so far.
It's
Oh.
Sheepy doesn't drink really much,
I
I don't know how to
Please
paint
post up
at the
to
best
them
of
because
times.
I want to see this happen. I think it will be hilarious.
I will be a mess and rambling about silly shit, and Tash will be painting like a mustache on a jean stealer.
I just get really cheerful when I'm drunk.
I need to see both of these things because I think they'll be hilarious at the same time, especially.
I'll just go on a massive rant about the Raven God. They make no sense. They're walking tanks, but they're stealth.
Yeah, please make this happen. I'm begging, and all of you guys watching on YouTube, just go and sub to the Patreon, please. I need this to be a thing. It's really worth it. We all collectively need this to be a thing, please. It's gonna be fun.
Additionally, we have a Tessachka. It's always Tessachka. I get it wrong, I remember I got it wrong, and then I correct myself and get it right.
It's all good. It's all good. Hi, I stream on my channel sometimes. Lately I've been smashing my face against Demon Souls. It's been great. My face hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing New World because I got a copy of New World from a really, really, really sweet friend. So I might actually play that tomorrow or possibly Wednesday.
Hmm.
It'll be fun. So many people are excited for it.
Yeah, I was one of the, like, I was involved with the creator team for a while, and then I just kind of like fell off the email list through nobody's fault except my own like negligence, basically. So yeah, so I just kind of like lost track of it, and then all of a sudden it was like new world, new world, new world, and I was like, oh yeah. And so it'll be fun. I might do a little mini cosplay stuff. It'll be fun. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. And you're on Rhyme.
Yes, I'm on Rhyme on Fridays. That's going crazy awesomely. My Dragonborn barbarian is just an interesting character. Yeah, and what else?
Border
Cast. Thank you, Josh. You were better at this than me. Bordercast on Thursdays. And that's it. Oh, yeah. That's all you guys really need to know.
She also does VR and does keyboard builds, and she's
No.
got 2 cats, Mika and Gingy. And she's a very happy person. And
One is
she
a
plays.
what is a cloud? What is a parrot?
Basically, yes. One is a cloud, and the other one is literally sitting on my boyfriend's desk, like staring at me, like human.
Afraid of me.
When
Again.
when we hang out after the show, Tess will often grab Gingy.
Mika's the white one.
Yeah, and we'll people can't see me, but we'll have like perched on her arm in kind of like a parrot pose. It's really interesting. It's like, and the cat goes there automatically, you know, like takes the position of I'm a parrot on a perch, which I find fascinating.
He's
So,
a
yeah.
dork. I'm a dork about my cats.
Yes,
Just life.
good.
Aside from that, there is the Wandering Inn Patreon, which you can go check out if you like. I have finally got the script for the Laconis Law video where I want it to be, so I'm starting the voice recording and putting together the video images to match and things. So hopefully that will be out reasonably soon. However, I am also doing a lot of world building for drifting, so don't hold me to that. We'll see what manages to get done first.
Cool.
But hopefully very soon we'll have Laconis all set up so that Twitch subscribers, patrons, etc. can get role playing and get playing, and we'll see how that whole setup goes. And finally, because Sunkissed is very maybe definitely probably ending, we never know for sure. We might go off on another year-long adventure with just these two or something. Chrys will start a campaign against the entirety of the city, and we'll just end up doing that for the next year or so. But aside from those things happening, if you like Vampire the Masquerade, I heartily suggest you check out Leech on Table Story. There's another season of it just announced, and it's coming on October 3rd. I think it's this Sunday, actually. It's
Yeah, wow,
It
really?
is
That's
Sunday.
soon. I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah,
Cool.
There's also Stitch of Fate, run by one of our players on here. Josh is in it and a big part of it. Very cool show. It is a podcast show.
Actual play podcast.
Actual play podcast. Thank you. And it is pretty darn good. Additionally, speaking of Josh, there's also Strange Adventures, which is his kind of like roleplay VTM channel where he talks a lot of VTM stuff and has some roleplay shows on there and stuff. It is your one shot on there, Tash?
Yeah. It's on his. We had an all Toreador party.
Yeah.
One shot heist, which was a lot of fun.
It was so cool. Your character was amazing on that.
It was very like, I don't know. One shot
Okay.
characters are very fun to jump into, and
Yeah. But you did amazing. And like first style and like the look and everything. It was just chef's kiss. Like, it was so good. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go watch it,
Yeah.
listen to it, watch it. It's really good. Yeah.
I I do like how I was like, I don't like Toreadors, so I'm going to do a whole load of Toreadors in Sunkissed and make them different and interesting and weird. And Josh is like, hold my coffee, and then hold my blood bag, and then runs off and does an all Toreador party.
It was, I think it was inspired by like the all bard parties that people do.
Yeah.
All Toreador party.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Toreadors are basically bards.
And yeah, it was just really nice. Aw, I just want to play more tabletop all the time.
Well, maybe you're in the next show drifting. I have not confirmed or denied it yet, so.
That would be so cool. Just saying.
Except that we have denied it several times when I've been shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not invited. It's a joke.
Okay, well, then let's play some more Portal, but we should do it slightly inebriated, because that would be hilarious.
But I can't play it sober.
Portal.
Yeah, we should schedule more Portal too. That was fun. Get through the levels.
It's really fun.
You not get all through them all?
I'm slow.
We had we had D&D to get ready for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So...
We did a lot. We did like a good amount. I think we got through a little bit more than half. But...
Yeah. We'll win.
Oh yeah. So let's get into the show, why don't we?
Vampires.
I felt a bit nostalgic, so this song that's going is the one that I always used to play right at the beginning of Sunkissed. It's kind of like the theme song. So I was like, let's go with the theme song for the intro and everything.
I did not forget to open the thing. Just remember.
Oh, hey, Nahari's here in the Roll20.
Hello. This doesn't work. Hey, I don't know if you guys can see her, but literally, yeah, she just walks over, and then like my hand is on the trackball that's my mouse, and she just like headbutts my hand off of it, and then I can't do anything.
You're so sweet.
Just pets herself. It's very adorable. It's also like you could do the other hand. The other hand will pet you, but you have to do this hand. Why? Oh God.
So.
Child. Okay.
And there's the parrot. It just automatically perches on the arm, just like, yep, there I am. So we won't go over what happened in the most recent snapshot, which I can confirm was recorded about 20 minutes ago. If you want to see things in chronological order, the snapshot will be out first. So the snapshot will be out on Tuesday, and this episode will be out on the Wednesday. If you're watching this and you're like, you know, oh, I haven't seen that snapshot, you can go. The snapshot will be up. You can go watch it and see what happened there with Chrys and Aiden. Aside from that, Tess has left the city with family. They are heading off, going to Japan, to Hokkaido, to hook up with the. You know what's really funny, and I think Vandy's in the chat at the moment, so she'll be like, "What?" One thing that Tess doesn't know, but I think I told to Tash, and possibly Tessica Tess, is that the price that you know, there was a bit where her dad said a small price to pay for getting my daughter back. The price he was talking about is his hand. He's giving up his hand to rejoin the werewolf pack, and you know, like try and figure out how to turn Tess werewolf instead of Kindred. So I don't think I told Vandy that, and I know that Tess doesn't know that, so that's fun for her.
I'm just gonna leave these little tidbits for everyone to simmer over.
Yeah.
Love it.
When he told me, I was like, another one.
I did mention it, I think, at the end of the show, but I'm pretty sure Vandy had wondered for a second, so I don't think she knew. Additionally to that, Chrys said goodbye. Nahari, unfortunately, did not, because Nahari had been vamp-napped by Big Bruder to have a little chat. So extra. And was basically presented with pretty much like the options of where to go from here. She's still a part of the Hashen currently, and it's possible to run away, but could be, you know, risky in terms of being hunted down as a traitor, or, you know. So we'll see where that goes. Chrys has helped Aiden, hindered Aiden. Stuff happened with Aiden, basically, and is now just on her way back to. In fact, I think Aiden wanted a little time. You know, just I think he's gonna go for a hunt and
Yeah.
and take a little bit of time in the woods by himself. So we'll come back in to Chrys. It's just one more week of this, and
Like, those are not the same.
they both end with S. To Chrys, re-entering the temple.
Okay.
It's empty. You know, like the front bit is empty. No one's there.
Okay, well, I'll probably... If no one's in the main room bit, I'm gonna go look for Kafka outside, if not.
As you kind of like look around, you hear, how'd it go?
Yeah, it went... I mean, it was pretty good.
Oh,
I don't know what we were expecting, but it went.
fair enough.
So, it's as solved as that's getting, I think, at this point.
Yeah, that's one thing down.
Yeah. Thanks again for looking into all that, because, you know, needed to...
What are friends for?
I mean, I appreciate it, though. And now I need to ask about, did you find anything about Delilah?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I looked into what I could, what is known, what's found out, etc.
I mean, so do you want to? Should we have a sit? Like, do you want to sit down?
Yeah. Just goes to the.
Just gonna say, I'd like to sit on the steps in front of the main temple or something. Because all we know obviously is that she reached Masquerade quite comprehensively, it seems. Not why, who, why again.
Why, who, why? Well, it appears to have been kind of a couple of close friends and family member, you know. I think it was just one of those things of kind of like God in the people, you know. Although
just
not
tell
really.
How to kill Kindred.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, stupid, but also a little bit understandable. Just, you know, don't get caught doing something like that, because then you're kind of...
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, you just kind of try and stay away, right?
Well, yeah, that's what you should do, really. But if you're worried about weaknesses and people using that against you, kind of thing.
Yeah. You know, if in doubt, just set people on fire.
Uh-huh.
What thing to tell your mom, I guess. Yeah, so she's not... She is not going to feel bad about it, really.
No, probably not.
But I see a point.
What do you mean?
Like telling people, I mean. I get it. But I need to... I guess we'll find out... I need to find out if she's going to try it again. Or whatever.
I mean, that isn't really the point, is it?
Well, I mean, the court will say so. Because they... I mean, the judgment thing tomorrow is kind of... if she's going to do it... Like, they've said that she's guilty, just whether... Like, what the punishment will be.
Yeah.
So if she's just gonna... If she was just going around telling people how to kill Kindred and that they exist and stuff, that's different than telling your I don't know, parents or friends, like whoever, how to protect themselves.
Is it?
Well, I mean, spitefulness versus Kindred versus...
I mean, don't get me wrong. From a morality standpoint, you have a very good point. But there's a difference between morality and law, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, so, for example, what she did breaks the laws that have been agreed upon.
Well, to be fair, it was before we'd agreed on them, I think.
Yeah, it was.
So...
But, I mean, all you agreed upon was maintaining the Masquerade.
Yeah. This is really Calic's problem.
Yeah? I mean, although he got, shoved out.
Should have managed things before he got kicked out.
I mean, like, this is the thing, right? Is the ways it'll go is either she's gonna be judged by the court, in which case she's probably gonna get executed, or she's gonna get judged by Memoriae, in which case you'll probably be forced to execute her or banish her, or, you know. Honestly, given the current state of affairs, I can't really see a light sentence, as it were. The last thing that the council needs is the Camarilla being able to point and say, oh look, you're letting people get away with
Masquerade breaches. And yeah, especially after the raids.
Yeah, and like Talia and your boy Cassius and Davine are doing a decent job of convincing them to lay off, and you know it's not worth the hassle, and they're boozing and schmoozing and all that kind of thing. But a little bit of weakness.
Yeah,
or,
that one thing aside.
something exploitable like that is not something that will be wanted. So, essentially, if you go down there and basically say, you know, give me back my coterie member, then it's just gonna be give her back so that we could execute her instead of you.
Yeah. Well, shit, but I don't know, when she joined Memoria, though, we said, you know, we look out for them and they look out for us, but I mean, then she should have told us. I mean, I wouldn't have told her. Shouldn't have done it, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, wasn't that more of a... I don't know how it went down with the rest of you, but when I joined up, it was basically you and me being like, yeah, fair. So, I mean, did you make this agreement, or was it just...
I mean, it was Tess. But now...
She's gone.
Yeah.
Who's in charge now? Are you in charge?
Am I in charge? No. Wait. I mean, Tess left Gimlet in charge of the club and stuff.
Right.
Wait, why am I in charge?
I don't know. I mean... Because Tess was on the council, right? She was like,
I am not joining the council.
Okay.
No. Oh, I am not equipped for that. Am I gonna have to join the council?
I mean, who's gonna make you? The only person who could make you do anything, and that was just by bugging you relentlessly, was Tess, right?
Honestly, we didn't think about the council at all. Maybe I should talk to Cassius about that. Or tell him. He can deal with it. He can deal with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe he's in charge.
He's in charge. Yeah, because I mean, he separated himself a bit to do the city stuff, but I don't want to join the council. So I'm gonna message him. I'm just like furiously texting Cassius like. Okay. So Tess left, and I don't want to be in charge. So if you could, that would be great. Thanks.
Yeah, you get a reply that basically says, okay, it says, like, at the moment, I'm going to be liaising with Gimlet, and he's going to run the day-to-day.
Oh, that was easy.
And then it's like, I kind of assumed, though, that you wouldn't want to do any of that type of management stuff. Did you think that it was going to be on you?
I'm just not going to reply to Cassius.
Okay. You're gonna leave him on dread?
Like, why would you assume that? Just because it's true. I'm like, okay, well, he's fine. Yeah, so Gimlet, yeah, dead. It's in hand. It's all organized already.
As in, you don't need to do anything?
Yeah, I mean, they have sorted it, apparently. So, it wasn't an issue. Well, so, wait, Do I now have to tell Gimlet everything? This is very strange.
Okay.
It's like, should I tell Gimlet about Davine? Not Davine, about Delilah?
I mean, I imagine that there'll be some negotiation and then they'll figure it out, right? Gimlet's good at negotiation.
Yeah, I mean, Tess always trusted him too.
Well, I wouldn't trust him, but...
I mean, with the business stuff.
Yeah.
So... So... I did say I'd go see Davine. Why is Davina in my head so much?
I know, it's like me and... It's like Delilah and Ophelia for me. I keep saying Ophelia.
I did say I'd go see Delilah, so... I mean, now that we kind of know the story, hear it from her and see what she has to say. I
mean, why though?
Yeah. I said I would, you know?
Yeah. I mean, so you're gonna go there and you're gonna say, hey, did you do it? And she'll say yes. And you'll say, would you do it again? And she'll say no, and probably be lying. And you're gonna go, okay, bye. And then it kind of seems a little bit pointless, especially if you're not... Like, this is the thing, right? Is you're not in charge of Memoria. You're essentially just, you know, like me, just another member kind of doing whatever needs to be done, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done any jobs for Memoria. I've just done a couple of favors for you. It's quite easy,
I mean,
actually.
finding out about Delilah was coterie business.
Yeah, but you're the only one who figured out the way around and to so that it was able to be done.
Well, I mean, because I had the free time. I don't know. Everyone has their strengths. And had other focuses.
Right.
So. Okay. Yeah.
So what's the plan now?
So Aiden's just chilling out for a bit, and then I was gonna head to Delilah.
I meant more grand scale plan. What are we doing? We chilling in Memoria and helping them.
I mean, the other option seems to be Russia, so like I don't know about that one.
Right.
There's no massive reason to go to Russia other than stay here. Other than, you know, there's always a lot. But I did say I would talk to Vassia today about... I don't know if it's about that, but, you know, we were supposed to talk about that, I think.
Oh, you want me to wait around till you're done and then we can head back into sea?
Yeah, that'd be good, if you don't mind.
Yeah. I haven't got anything on my plate.
Because I've not sent you out on any favors. That was a joke.
Hmm?
What do you want to do? What's your thoughts on forever?
I don't know. Russia sounds fun. It's kind of a nice fresh start. None of the annoying worries and politicals that you got around here.
I mean, there's always politics, though. With anywhere, right? Probably.
Maybe.
Well, there's flesh monsters.
Yeah. I don't know. Weirgate's always creeped me out a little bit.
there's a lot of weird things. Yeah. And Chrys is like, and there was the cult, and there's the horn, and there's the like, yeah. And there's there's a lot of surely everywhere can't be like this.
Maybe not.
I would hope. With like cults and flesh monsters and possible end times and
I don't think it's that common.
ghost wolves. Yeah, ghosts. I think it's that common.
I don't think so. I mean, you know, yeah, things. It is also situated right next to London, which isn't, you know.
Yeah. Not the best of times.
It's kind of had its own exodus and mass deaths and then chaotic craziness and then, I don't know, like, if you're looking to have a little bit of rest and not have to worry about being in charge but not in charge.
Yeah.
I guess you can't really, like, you know until you know what you'd be stepping into, right? So, not much
where
point
is
in.
everyone?
Vastia's inside.
Probably listening, right?
I don't think so.
He was last time. Nice, I hear. That was like seeing if he was gonna walk out. I'll be like, no.
No, I'm not listening.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go and chat. I mean, are you? I mean, there's blood bags in the kitchen if you want anything, but it's cold.
I'm set.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah, they're alright. Better than rat.
I'm not sure. It's cold.
Mm.
I mean, well, it's like sensitive teeth. And they're there. I'm.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do great. Yay.
Go get him, Tiger.
You know, it's a saber-tooth tiger thing, like.
Well, like an actual.
Well, like you go, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Fun fact. It is weird. But at least it's not a human-sized bat.
Is that also an option?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Horrifying. Yeah. I'm just gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Dojo.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in, and as you go in, you hear the like doof 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 of thuds.
Is he practicing?
Yeah, as you kind of like follow the noise, you kind of go into a slightly open, like matted room, which has a few of those kind of, you know, swivelly multiple arm thing, and he's just kind of like doing the. His form's pretty damn good, and it's from what you see of when you like walk in, it seems a lot more like habit as opposed to training, you know?
Yeah.
Give me a wits brawl.
Okay.
Or wits insight, either one would work on this. So.
Yeah. Same dice.
Yeah.
2.
You're not sure, but he seems to be concentrating pretty hard. Like he didn't notice when you kind of walked in the front bit. So. Yeah.
It's whether to interrupt him or to just start a bit of training myself.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I'm just gonna kick the shoes off to go on the mat and start doing a bit of training practice anyway, as well.
Okay.
So it's like, I'm here to chat if you want to chat, but also if you don't want to chat, we're just gonna train in silence.
All right. Yeah. Roll me a strength roll with your
bonus one.
Yeah.
A 4.
Is that a 4? Or it is 4. Okay. Close. You got 2 9s. Yeah. Probably for like the next 20 minutes or so, it's just silent. You know, like there's the kind of doof 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 of you both like hitting the mat and hitting the thing, and just kind of like both aware that you're both there, but also just kind of, I'm not going to be the first one to start this. But eventually, after like 20 minutes or so, he does kind of stop and turn.
I'll pause as well. I wasn't going to be the first one.
Yeah. And then he says,
why don't you sit? And we can talk.
Okay. Just gonna like... Is there chairs, or am I just flopping down on the mat?
you're just flopping down on the mat.
Yeah. Flopping down on the mat. Then.
Yeah, and he sits down too.
You assume it went okay with Aiden?
Yeah? Yeah, it went pretty well. I think so. It went about as well as I could guess, anyway.
That's good.
Yeah, it just sucks for him, so. Like, not. I don't know. It was never going to be a good resolution for him to, like. Anyway, but. It's done. And hopefully he can. I don't know. Find some resolution in it. And not be jumping out at people in alleys wearing a cape anymore.
I think that's you about that.
No.
There's also like a kind of you can see Vasya kind of listening, but also very clearly in his head, very likely just being like, how do I kick off this conversation? We haven't spoken that much.
Okay. Well, Chrys is
Gonna ramble for a bit.
well, it's just about as consistent as subtle as break. So if there's like a pause after a time, it's gonna be like, so Russia.
More specifically, the Urals. Also, this is just a little too deep.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than.
It was a bit more like this.
Yeah.
I think.
So the Urals. Obviously you requested to turn me because I kicked some ass, which was pretty cool. And I would have been dead, and so I guess, thanks for that. And for sending me off with Winnie. But I don't know. I don't know anything about this you succession stuff, really.
Well, succession is, I guess it is the right word, but
I don't know. I've had to glean this from everyone else.
so when I was younger and I was coming up as a kindred, I eventually came into the position of, I guess, essentially what you would call a prince. But I thought of it more like I guess closer to a baron.
Like an anarch baron?
Yeah, not really.
Or like a old-timey baron?
Like like a lord or something. I ruled over that part of my domain, but there was not that much to do, and I was still young, so eventually I left and formed the company, had interesting adventures, and it has been fun, but the domain remains.
So do you ever go back, or you just...
I try to go back and make sure everything is okay. Every 5 years, 10 years.
It's just pretty, like... chill, I guess? I mean, cold, I imagine, but, you know, relaxed chill.
Cold, quite sparse. There is people there, but not that many. There's a smattering of kindred, dotted here and there, not too many. And vast tracts of mountains and forest and... I will be honest, this is mostly countryside.
That's quite nice, though.
And not like English countryside, like hedges and badgers and things.
More like... well, badgers are vicious.
Right.
Why is a badger a bad thing?
I didn't say badger was a bad thing, I'm
Sounded
just
a
saying...
little judgy.
It's a little more tame than...
Than Russia, I would imagine so.
Yes. I'm just to compare. Because you are from England, you might think... When I say countryside, I mean like fences and people on horses going down country road.
No, I didn't really think of that. I don't know, I don't really think of Russia. I guess the wide spaces. But no, flesh monsters, so...
No. Not to my knowledge.
I mean, it could have been if you only check every 5 or 10 years.
But there haven't been.
In how long? Sorry, I know that's rude, but,
Since I have been back.
yeah.
Or do you mean how long have I been, let us say, Lord?
The second one.
200, maybe 250 years.
Not tired?
Well, part of what I thought would be happening for you and for the boy would be that you could take over my domain and run it, and he could take over the company and use it. And then I could take a retirement for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
And I could kind of watch over you both and see how you do.
Yeah. I don't know. Russia's really far away.
That is true.
Damn it, Vassia.
Is it not something that appeals?
I mean, it sounds like peaceful, which is nice. I just didn't really, I guess, think too much about it. I don't know how the management, I guess, is just making sure everyone's fine.
It would mostly amount to if anyone come to you and say there is problem with X, you go, okay, then do Y. Past that, there's not much management to do. Also, it doesn't have to be a permanent thing. It could be just, next 25, 50 years if you like.
I can't even imagine that long.
Well, talk to me in 250 years.
Yeah.
If I can make an observation from what I know of you and from what I have seen, you have a strong sense of responsibility.
Well, yeah, if I agree to do things, then, or,
And a certain amount of, let us call it old world honor.
in terms of...
In terms of when you say something, you will do it.
Well, yeah, you should.
Right. This is not something that is particularly common among your average kindred.
I feel like, I mean, there's a lot of political stuff which probably that wouldn't help, but...
Backstabbing, backbiting, arguments, disagreements.
I mean, I can have arguments with people and still,
Right.
Do the things I've agreed to do.
All I am saying is that in my time, I have found that it can be draining to deal with kindred who are like this when you're not like this. Essentially, from my perspective at least, you staying in Weirgate and carrying on to help with Memoriae and with running the city and making sure everything goes smoothly is, for a start, not something that you would enjoy. It is something that you would do out of duty. And for a second, it feels very square peg round hole, if you know what I mean.
I'm a little surprised you've made that reference, but yeah.
Whereas the offer to go and preside over my domain would be round peg, round hole. At least, I think.
Maybe. There's just always things to. There's always things to get done. Even now, I'm like, but I have to go speak about Delilah. And I mean, I want to speak to Nahari. Because I don't even know if she knows that Tess is gone.
I mean, I'm not going to put you in a box and ship you out there right now. Like, you can think about it for a bit.
Okay. Well, I'll think. Also, if I do, I have, I mean, not that I'm decided, but my friends have invited themselves, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean...
Also, you told Kafka to spy on me. And, I mean, he did. And keep an eye on me. And he did, but he would have done that anyway, and he's a good friend, and I hope you paid him really well.
I also told Vlad to spy on you, and he did a lot worse job. And you caught him.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
If you like, you can take Vlad back with you. As kind of like number 2.
I don't really know Vlad, other than, you know, the time that I bullied him.
What about Max?
Oh, Max is great, except he's really rude, but he's good. He's funny.
He could do with some holiday time. He could help you get acclimated.
Can you make me nice to me?
No.
No. It was mainly a joke anyway. Yeah. That'd be nice. Get along with Max really well, so. I think he'd like Aiden too. Did they hang? They didn't hang out because he was traveling around the forest or something. Jungle. But I think he'd get along with Aiden, you know, once the angst is past.
And also, it must be said, because there is not too much for you to preside over, you could always go traveling as well at time.
Yeah. That I could do that. Chrys is like, and Japan's not far away, and if Leah's there, we could go like traveling around on the bikes.
You could take. Oh, sorry.
You could take her for runs.
She'd love that. Well, I'll think about it.
Okay.
I will say though, having discussions with people makes it a lot easier than leaving them grumpy at you and mad.
Who's grumpy at you?
I'm talking about you.
I'm not grumpy with you.
No, but I was grumpy. I was grumpy with you. I mean, you. The whole everything. Just have conversations sometimes. So.
We are having a conversation.
Now.
Yes.
After never mind.
What has it been? You must be close to a year old now, yes?
Yeah, like
It's like
Yeah.
no time at all.
for you, some people have been alive less time than that. Than you. And I guess less than a year. Just because you don't think it's much time, it's a big life change when you turn someone into a kindred. And, you know, when their perspective is that they've just been turned into a kindred out of nowhere and they don't know why, and then they were left with somebody else, that person might be quite cross about that at the time.
I think I see what you mean, but my question would be, if you were told all of this from the beginning, would you have believed it, and would it made you any less mad?
I mean, no.
So, I gave you a year to cool off.
Well, could have still told me.
I will remember for next time.
Good. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go for a bit. Because I need to get someone to deal with some Memoria stuff. And catch up with Nahari. So I'll think about it and tell you.
Okay.
Okay. No?
No, sorry, I was expecting a lot more of the kind of angry resistance and grumpiness.
Well, I've had time to cool off a whole year. I'm just gonna like walk out now. Like a whole year's calm down.
Oh, yeah, it's calm down. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Yeah, I'm just probably gonna like say bye to Kafka. Like, I'll be back up, but like, stay here if you want. Like, oh, we're walking into town, aren't we? So,
Yeah. Come with.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I've got to. I haven't seen Nahari in a bit, and I need to tell her about Tess if she's not known yet.
It's
So-
weird. It's like you're like the last soldier from the original squad kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Cass is around, but it is weird. It's really weird.
How'd it go?
Good. Everything's been really difficult today. Ugh. Yeah, we spoke about what the succession is and stuff. That's quite relaxing, honestly. And not that different from kind of what I've been doing, but less of it.
Yeah, I was thinking it sounded quite, you know, much more that you wouldn't be able to find that much to make you feel like you needed to fix things and make, you know, kind of mother people. I don't know, is that, you know what I mean?
Kind of harsh, but yeah. Sometimes people need help, though.
Right. Yeah, you gotta tell them how to be.
I don't think I tell people how to be.
Oh.
Help them not make bad decisions. Let's just walk.
Okay. I mean, we are already, but sure. Let's keep
Just,
walking.
like, stomp a bit faster. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not mothering people. I'm just telling them what to do like a mother would.
Do you have anything else you'd like to talk on with Kafka, or
Not really. Like,
not for right now?
I think he knows much of what it is anyway.
Did Chrys pick up on the fact that he was listening?
He's always listening. He knows everything. Like,
at some point, if she hangs out with him too often, she's just gonna carry a little rock that she like throws at the corner to make sure.
like throw glitter everywhere, and then it'll stick on him. But yeah, it's pretty much assumed.
Yeah,
I mean, so,
that's fair.
Yeah.
In that case, we're going to go back to a previous scene where Nahari is picking up a letter. And as she picks up the letter, she hears the dingle dingle of the salon door. And then footsteps clomping down. Sorry, Chrys, I don't know how much you clomp. I assume you still clomp.
Pretty standard clump.
And Chrys walks down the stairs as you've kind of like just picked up the letter.
Chrys. Hey.
Hi. Where have you been?
My brother kind of needed a chat, and he's kind of extra about it. He sort of kidnapped me without my knowing.
Oh, what? Okay.
He
I
does
mean, I
that.
didn't know your brother was. I mean, obviously, if you didn't know he was back, then I wouldn't know he was back. But he was
Yeah.
back.
Well, sort of. Just for a little time. He just needed to talk to me about some things. Where's Tess?
Do you want to sit down?
Sure.
I'm just gonna sit like at the table and.
Do I know that the letter is from Tess?
No, you know it's addressed to you. You might be able to recognize Tessa's handwriting, but I doubt it because technology, information age, people don't write that much.
Yeah.
If you have it in your hand, I'll be like. Do you wanna check that first? Cause
You know what this is?
no. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tessa's gone. Like, no, she's not dead. But she's gone. Like, she's gone home with her family. Like, her dad was here. Like,
Oh, wow.
so,
So she's like at her mom's house?
well, I mean, I left her there, but then I think they're going home to Japan.
What? Wow.
Yeah. There was this whole thing. There was a lot, and I mean, it'll be good for her because I mean, things are getting a little sketchy there for a bit, but yeah, I think they've probably set off by now.
I can't wait. So she's not coming back at all? She just left?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
I think yeah, if I wasn't fully sitting, I would definitely like fully sit down, or if I was fully sitting, I'd probably just like lean back and just
just take stock for a second.
yeah.
Because I mean, to be fair, everything in this city is insane. And then there was the spirits, and then there was the, cult thing, and
I guess I'm just surprised she didn't say goodbye.
I mean, she wanted to, but things kind of moved really fast. So I don't know. I mean, I think once she decided, it was decided, you know.
Wow. So, what about the club and Gimlet, Memoria? What are you?
I mean, Gimlet's managing the club and sort of all the extras, the day-to-day things. And I messaged Cass because, I mean, I don't want to be on the council.
Neither do I. I actually have a decision to make as well. I guess I just never, I mean, she was so settled with the club and everything, and I just didn't expect her to leave without saying goodbye. Wow.
Yeah. But it will be good for her though. So
Yeah, I mean, as long as she's happy, that's the most important thing, right?
and I mean, you still have your brother, and sort of rejoining. She's not seen her dad in years, so I think rejoining them is kind of like a huge deal.
Yeah, I could see how that would make her happy.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess I just wasn't expecting it. My brother wants me to leave also, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. I think no matter what, I would have to leave Weirgate, and go with him. And I don't know if it'll end up being going back with the Hashem or maybe going off on our own. If we do that, the Hashem might come after us. It's a whole thing. I haven't really decided yet what to do. I was hoping to talk to you and Tess about it, but I guess.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, run off like.
Well, so this bracelet, I mean, it's kind of a big deal weapon, right?
Yeah.
And I think the intention was for me to be kind of a big deal weapon. And I don't think I actually want that anymore. I mean, I don't just want to, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with killing people if they need to be killed, if, it needs to happen to protect us. But I don't know if I want to be a weapon that just gets aimed at people, So.
I mean, I'm glad you thought about it though, because I mean, you have been with them for a long time, right?
Sort of, yeah. Really crazy thing is my brother's willing to leave. I never would have expected that. I don't think I would have even really thought about really leaving myself if he wasn't willing to go with me. Crazy that he is.
I'm just gonna give you a very quick thought beat. Just essentially a connection would be made as you said that, I feel, between Tess just picking up and leaving everything when her dad came back to town, and your brother basically the second you asked being like, yeah, okay, there's some parallels there where you're like, oh yeah, okay, Similar
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not too dissimilar from Tess leaving with her family, right? I mean, for Temsai, it would be leaving everything he knows and believes in. I guess I'm just sad that we didn't get to say goodbye. But I'm glad she'll be happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad saying goodbye as well. But like, do I recognize the letter handwriting or no? Or I've only known her a bit longer, like half a year.
I think she would have made some notes and stuff while she was kind of.
Yeah, because we've done research into
Yeah.
her history and stuff.
I wouldn't say you necessarily recognize the handwriting, but you can extrapolate from situation to be like.
Maybe she has said bye.
You know what? Honestly, I think the reason that Chrys realizes that that's probably Tess writing a letter to Nahari is because it's addressed to Nahari, and for Chrys, she's like, who else would write a letter to Nahari?
Fair point.
I mean, maybe she did say bye, no, like gesture at the kind of letter.
Oh, maybe this is from her. Huh.
Do you want to? I mean,
I will, but tell me about you. I mean, I've been gone for a few days. Are you okay? Or did you hear anything about Delilah?
yeah. Oh, busy few days. So, yeah, Delilah. So she got captured by the court, and that's because she broke the masquerade.
Wait,
And-
what?
Yeah, on purpose, it seems like. I got Kafka to look into it. She just was telling people how to kill Kindred. Her family, you know, so that, yeah. I'm supposed to go talk to her today, but I mean,
Where is she now?
oh, she's at the court. They're having a trial tomorrow where she's probably gonna die.
Wow. For breaking the masquerade.
And then, yeah, yeah, I guess I could tell Gimlet about that. I don't really know, Delilah to sort of, I was gonna go talk to her today, but there's really not much defense that she's gonna give to, yeah, I told my family members about Kindred and how to kill them because I wanted them to be safe, like, right. It was when she was with Calix, so not with us, but
But
it's
she
still a
should've-
thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if she had told us, we would have been obligated to kill her also for breaking the masquerade.
Yeah,
Wild.
sucks. And then my sire's back and Aiden chatted to them, you know, had a little trip with Aiden to see some of his, he'd probably say mortal enemies, honestly.
Isn't he like a baby vampire? How does he have mortal enemies?
Oh, I mean, they were his small, he just didn't know who they were, but they were his small enemies when he was a human.
Oh.
He just didn't know who they were. So we went to see them, and then, and obviously, like, Tess, you know, kind of went round with her saying to people bye and stuff.
Oh, I missed a lot.
We've been a really busy few days.
Wow, your sire. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we all have huge decisions. I mean, he wants me to go to Russia.
Oh.
To kind of, I don't like, I guess it's not manage the land. It's not like I'm going to be a farmer, but you know,
That would be kind of funny, vampire farmer.
that would be bizarre. But kind of
Okay.
manage the estate, I suppose.
Is it in the woods? Is it like big open spaces?
I think it's a bit of a large space of land. It sounds like lots of
Sounds so
mountains.
nice for you.
And I don't know. I started to think about it. Just Weirgate is a lot, but
It is. Yeah, and if Tess is gone, and if I leave, the thing is, whether I go with the Hashem or not, I'd have to leave. If I go with them, then I have to leave with them. If I run from them, and I can't stay here, I just put you in danger.
and yourself in danger because they know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't really have anyone else. I mean, Leah and Kafka want to come with me, so
Oh, how'd Leah take Tess leaving?
my brain's just like fried. I don't remember if Tess said bye to Leah.
Yeah.
Oh, she did, didn't she?
When
Yeah.
she went to say
Yeah.
goodbye to Davine and
Brain's like, yeah. I mean, Leah took it quite well.
He's got you now.
I mean, I was there.
so awkward.
But I feel, I mean, it's the best thing. I mean, she's not. She was going. It was getting a bit dark, and I don't know. I don't think people want that for Tess. And it was very, like, easy to sort of see that she was gonna keep stepping that way. You know.
Yeah. I think it's hard not to, being what we are.
Yeah, there's always you always think you're right in the time, right? So, but yeah, Leah took it well, and then Gimlet knows all the business stuff. Davine took it well, and so that's what it is. I mean, do you want to read?
Yeah.
I'll I've got some stuff I can, I don't know, tidy or something upstairs, so
Thanks.
shout if you
It's also getting quite late or early. As
early. Oh god.
vision,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's been a long day. Oh, I didn't go see. Okay, can I ring the club? Yeah, I'm gonna go speak to Gimlet on the. Okay.
You can quickly, yeah.
I just want to basically tell him, like, here's where Delilah is.
Okay.
Now that you're managing memory things.
Yeah, if you want, you could even like leave like a note to be passed to him if you know.
I mean, I did tell the court I was gonna go there today,
Yeah.
so I feel kind of bad about that.
I think the trial is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's midnight.
Yeah.
So
you can basically, without needing to jump into a Gimlet conversation, because we know those can go on for a couple of years. You can like basically call up the club, get Gimlet on the line, give him the basic details. He won't have a problem with it because he is essentially now the day-to-dayer, and he's just got to liaison with Cass and decide what to do about that.
yeah, I am just basically passing it over. Like, I was supposed to
Yeah.
go today and talk to her, but this is like what I found out, and blah, blah,
So,
blah.
what I think is we will get to the point where both of you are in your respective rooms. Nahari, you're with your letter. Chrys, you're just chilling in your room. And this is a perfect point to basically see where the mentality of both of your characters are, considering, you know, the conversations you've had and the reveals you've had and the thoughts you've had. So let's start with Nahari. Hey there.
Well, she hasn't read the letter yet. But she did make that connection, right? Yes,
Yeah.
with her dad.
I feel like she'd still be sad, but it would make more sense to her in kind of a, like, when family just hits you like that, you kind of drop everything and...
Yeah. I think it actually makes her even more inclined to... So one of the things that Temsa wanted to do before, I don't know if I should say this because it's in the snack shot. I don't know if it's spoiling for people, but
Snack Shot's been out, so if they haven't seen it, they haven't seen it.
okay. So just warning. But yeah, basically Temsa wanted to go after the people that killed our sister.
Yeah.
So I think Nahari would be very inclined to like help him with that, to like enable that and just kind of give him that victory if he's willing to leave everything behind for her to you know, run with her. So I think she's very much leaning towards kind of staying with the Hashem just long enough to help him do that, and then they can go. And yeah, she's sad. she's definitely sad.
Probably the first time since the death of Kat. Is it Kat? No, it's not Kat. It's
Afa? The sister.
Yeah, which I have in my notes. Oh god, every time I dip into my notes, I'm just like, it's in here somewhere. I know it.
A lot of notes.
So many notes. Afa.
Yeah.
Who we haven't mentioned this, but whose real name was Alaya. So it's Alai apostrophe A. The same way that Temsa'ar's real name is Temi. And Nahari's real name is Naha.
Yeah.
We haven't really...
Still hasn't mentioned any of that to like Chrys or Tess or anything.
Or
She
anyone,
probably
no.
would have, but yeah.
I think if Tess had come to say goodbye in that like moment of emotion, she may have been like, by the way, my real name's Nahar. But aside from that, I'm not 100% sure she'd
Yeah, not like, I think maybe if they were together for like years as friends, then
yeah,
you know. But yeah, this is the first time she's had people that were kind of her friends just because, like, yeah, she was kind of useful, but mostly they just existed in the same space and were kind to each other. And it was kind of unusual for her outside of family.
So, here is the letter for you. If you like, you can read it out. If you like, I can read it out. Or we can just leave it as something that Nahari kind of keeps with her.
I don't know.
Just from context, like when I do kind of a finish show thing, I can read that out for people. So anyone who wants to know will know. For the sake of, you know, right now you don't have to.
I'm gonna read it and react, and then see if if I can read it to you guys.
So while you're reading, Chrys,
Hi.
It's been a while since you've just kind of sat in reflection in your room when you weren't in a grump.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like in Weirgate, things are like solved, like the big issues. So we didn't, there was the fire, and then there was like not anarchy but boundaries, and the council, and like Gorbin, and like whatever else, the blessed, flesh monsters, blah blah blah, and it's like solved. So things are like pretty chill, other than things that she seems to be like finding to do.
Yeah. And I would say like counter to that thought is the thought of like, ever since the old guard was dealt with and the council was formed, not Chrys hasn't really had too much to actually do and has kind of been finding problems.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, yeah.
I mean, in between, she was worried about having a use.
Yeah.
And like she was the muscle and didn't want to do that, and then not having a role, I guess. And now this is kind of displayed that, like, Cass and Gimlet assumed she wouldn't want to be in the council, and it's like, well, I didn't, but that you have assumed this is hurtful. So I think that was that. I didn't even think about it, but when they said it, I was like, that's hurtful for Chrys. And Vassia like trusts her to do it or have help to sort of acclimate to do it, even if it's a lot less stress, and like she's not gonna she's finding other people's problems to deal with here, and it's not good. And like she was talking about Tess and it not being healthy, it's like, it's not healthy for me here. Like, I thought some bad things in the snack shop with Aiden earlier, so maybe this isn't good for me either. So, and with Nahari going as well, like regardless of if she's gonna rejoin the Hashen or just leave, it's like, I have nothing else here. I have no one here who won't be coming with me anyway.
Yeah.
That's quite sad. So she's just feeling a bit like dejected, I suppose, in the like, it's like mourning leaving the city almost, isn't it? Having said bye to Winnie, and
I would compare the last, like, the portion after the old guard to essentially be like the end of school after you've graduated, where
like, but now what do I do?
yeah, you kind of, you're still at school for a little while and you still have your friends, but they slowly leave like separately, and it feels like a mixture of grand goodbye mixed with like total what's it called when you have like a total like anti-climax where it's like, okay, bye, you know, and very, very mixed feelings and etc. But I think the most important question is Russia or bust.
Yeah, just gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just gonna say yeah to Russia.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said, like Leah, Kafka, Aiden, Max, as well. Vassia having that trust in her, being able to sort of have a more relaxing time of it, and see what she wants to do, like if that's what she can get better at. So
yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that in a moment. Nahari.
I can read this out, although it almost made me cry.
Yeah, I was like, I want to give you the option for Nahari to and you to keep it private, because, yeah. So.
He's really sweet, though. My dearest Nahari, few people in my life have ever been as enthusiastic about my interests as I am, but you've proven to be the kind of friend that truly is ride or die. I'm not really good at goodbyes, but I have a feeling that you'll be needing to tend to your own life challenges soon. I have full faith that you'll be strong enough to deal with them all, with or without your hungry neighborhood toreador by your side. Even though you wield shadows in amazing and sometimes terrifying ways, you've somehow managed to become a light in my own life. I know how much you love the smell of pizza and popcorn, so I found these little boutique perfumes for you from Etsy that smell like food. I hope you love them. Yes.
They're in a little basket on your desk in your room.
Yeah, Nahari would kind of break down a little bit reading this, because it is incredibly sweet and thoughtful, in like thoughtful in a way that she almost doesn't even expect of Tess, because I don't know, it's just very, very sweet. So she would like take them and like maybe open one and smell it, cry a little bit, and just be sad, like happy for Tess and sad about everything. And yeah.
So my thought is that while Nahari doesn't have a direct long-term plan exactly, you know, it's going to essentially, from what I can tell at least, it's going to essentially be stick with the Hashen for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think she'll probably go and talk. Yeah, like she'll probably go and talk to Chrys and tell her like what she's planning and like I would think they'd figure out some way to get in touch if one or the other needed it.
So
you know?
yeah, you are all still in contact with each other, aside from obviously Marlowe, who kind of hardcore skip town.
Yeah.
So
like I think she wouldn't want to completely, lose that connection, but I think she would go back with the Hashem or Temi.
Yeah.
For a little while.
And kind of see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. And it makes sense. I think depending on situations and how life-threatening some of the paths are of your characters, I think there may be possibilities of like, a long block of 6 months where there's no contact, or, even like 10 years maybe, like looking way off into the future. But then one day, like, Chrys is wandering in like down a street in Perm, and Nahari's just like, hey, what's up? I come to chill. I swear I don't have the bracelet anymore. But what I was gonna say is, I don't know. I think it's worthwhile asking if you both want to kind of do a proper goodbye scene with Chrys and Nahari. There's a part of me who's like, if Tess and Nahari didn't really get like, that would be the goodbye that makes the most sense. I kind of feel like it's more of a, I kind of feel like as players, obviously it's sad to see the ending, but as characters, I think your characters would be a bit more businesslike and kind of, well, have a good day.
I mean, I think both Nahari and Chrys care a lot. They just don't. This is gonna sound bad, but they don't care as much about each other. They just care in general.
It's like you
and
have
like
a
they
friend
do
group,
care,
don't you?
Yeah,
And you have like someone you spend a lot more time with than there's some of the others, but you're still friends. You still get along and care for each other. But
and I definitely think Nahari would be like, if you need me, here's my like dead drop or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you guys were there for Nahari, like Memoria, all of you were there for Nahari in a way that almost nobody has ever been except for her brother. So
And
she really values that.
it is true that Chrys is crap with goodbyes.
So bad. It would be like, okay, so have a nice life.
Nahari's never really had to say goodbye to anybody she cared about, so she doesn't know what to do. So yeah, so I think she'd just be like, I'll just see you later, or I'll see you someday.
Yeah.
Here's my number. And then
If you're ever in the Urals, don't do crimes.
I might be I'm more likely to be running for my life. So yeah, I'll look you up. Hopefully it won't be dangerous for me to do that, or too dangerous.
Okay. And if you would like, either of you, we can do final scenes and etc. I kind of have a little outro in my head, so if you'd like, you can, like, I don't know, if you have something you want to say or something you want to do before we finish up.
I mean, where's Winnie's dog?
This was Cass.
Okay, that's fine.
Along with Conan.
Along with Conan, and the foxes, right? Fine, I won't steal the dog. If I just go pick up Leah and head up, and Kafka, because we walked into town
Max. Well, not Max, actually.
Max was going up, wasn't he already? So he was supposed to meet me there, and I left.
So I will do us all a favor and not play any.
No.
I will not play any Moonkissed theme.
Oh God.
Because So we see through different fades and snapshots, Chrys getting Leah. When Leah kind of walks out of hell to meet her, she's carrying a bag. She's carrying like 3 bags. They're quite big, and she gives Chrys 2 of them, and then gives her like a little peck on the forehead, and they link arms and head off. Meet up with Kafka at a little place just outside. It's kind of close to the Wilds, actually. Just kind of like outside of Weirgate, where they get into like this fairly big like stretch Humvee type thing. And inside is Max with like a hat over his head, and he appears to be snoozing. Then the Humvee heads out of town through the wilds. For a little while, Chrys is like a bit quiet and looking out the window and sees a couple of wolves like running alongside as you head out and away. Another snapshot of Nahari bracelet. Not much in terms of gear. Meeting up with I want to say Temsar. Is it Temsar?
Yeah.
Meeting up with Temsar, her brother, and kind of not as warm, but more calm and just kind of like like not business-like, but you know what I mean, that kind of like, okay, let's go do this. Determined.
Yeah, like they kind of have a mission.
And as they slip off into the shadows, very quickly losing the camera, we do see Temsar like unshoulder a duffel bag and like drop it on the ground. And Nahari like crouches down for a second, opens it up, and it's just fucking filled with money.
Oh hey,
it's
nice
your
to see you again.
yeah, it's your nicked bank funds.
Nice.
And you head off towards. Well, you head up towards the north of England because we also get a snapshot of Nahari meeting these like very tanned and like fairly like tattooed people who is going to be her new strike force in taking down the Blessed, who are incidentally currently in Hull, so that's where Nahari's heading with her basically her contact with the Hashen being Temsar. We probably also get a snapshot of her like running away from a burning Blessed building, like laughing her head off.
I like killing people when they're bad people that I want to kill.
We also see Cassius kind of like very clearly a little bit flustered and stressed, like walking back into the salon and like walking down and walking into the basement and then like flopping down, and there's just like 50 books like spread out over the thing, and then he just kind of like takes a moment and then just leans forward and just buries himself in the books again. We see a diner over in America. A couple of people working there, still doing well, still kind of living the life, as it were. Finally, we see a pack of wolves running across the snow. And we'll finish that.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah. Why does it have to be ending? I mean, I know why, but damn it.
Someone in chat saying, "Go ahead, play Moonkiss. I can take it." No, we can't. I can't take it.
No.
I always, the second I started playing this one, I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
You said about near the wild. I was like, no, my wild friends. I'm missing them.
Yeah, I thought that Chrys would like a little bit of a,
Yeah.
you know.
Aw.
So,
It's sad. It's very sad. The letter
That's-
from Tess is very sweet.
that's Sunkissed.
That's so weird. Ugh.
No, yeah.
The end of Sunkiss. Ugh.
No.
It's funny because we started with 5, we made it up to 6, and now we're down to 3. Part of me has been wondering as the characters slowly finish their things. I was like, is there gonna come a point where it's just me and Tash, or just me and Tess, and we're just, you know, like finishing off Forbidden things?
I like me and Chrys, like Nahari and Chrys ending at the same time. I think it worked well.
Yeah. I think they had the hardest decisions out of everyone, really.
And I think like they were the last ties, like,
Yeah.
and we're both
Yeah.
off to do. And we'll both go.
Yeah.
It
There wasn't anything to
it
pay
does
for.
also mean that when we do the when I do the kind of Sunkissed module thing for people to see, no one can mess with your characters because they're all gone. It's like, haha. I was wondering whether Vandy or Nahari was going to end up being like the big bad under the mountain type,
Yeah.
you know, like a Balrog type thing. It's just like, but
Oh, I took the book,
Mm.
like, in the suitcase that had the, Did they ever give me that suitcase back?
I think so.
I had mouse in it.
But yeah, it's,
Oh, it was so good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Should we do the cheesy thanks? Okay, you ready?
Jesus, thanks. I did it.
Thank you everyone for watching. It's been really amazing to be part of the campaign and for you guys to enjoy it. And I've had a really nice time as Chrys, and I feel like she's my favorite. She's very different from where she started because I played it differently. But we got to a nice place, and I'm gonna say nice things about Sheepy, so he needs to.
You want me to take my headset off for a second?
That'd be good.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
And Sheepy is a really good storyteller, and he helps. He helped me a lot to develop with Chrys and to change it and to roleplay and made sure I felt good and happy and safe and to try things. And he's a good person, but don't say it to him because he's gonna be like, I'm blushing.
They can't see me, so.
You can't see him, and he's like.
I keep forgetting that chat can't see him. Like,
Yeah.
I've been emoting all the way through the episode,
Yeah,
but no one can
yeah,
see it.
he
so.
has.
There has been a couple of times when like Fascia was reacting like physically, visually, and then I catch myself up like no one can see that aside from Tash and Tess. So.
But no, genuinely, I've enjoyed the tabletop that you've run, and I appreciate it, and that you are nice when you want to be, and that's about as nice as I can be, and I think that's enough. But we've been playing Vampire for like a year and a half now, so I had to be nice.
That's fair. The Leah thing I think was the biggest challenge for you.
Yeah. I don't really have any feelings.
No.
So then role-playing feelings, I'm like, how does one do that? How do we do that? So it's interesting to try it out.
And also for people listening and watching and etc. We will be having a bar brawl with each Vandy, Tash and Tess to kind of talk over their character exits and thoughts on the show and basically anything they want to get out. Because obviously we'll do a little bit here where Tash for once heaps me with praise and I feel very awkward about that. Anyway, I'll shrug that off, I guess.
You don't know what to do now.
But yeah, like there's a lot that we could talk about go to, but it's nice to take time to ruminate over it and take it a bit slower at the end of the show. It's nice to talk about what happened in the episode and stuff, but it's kind of harder to think about the whole big. So, but Tess, you good? You're doing good?
Yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad because it was a really good experience, and I hope Tash is okay with me praising Sheepy. But it
Yeah, go.
Yeah. No, it's like so originally I was just gonna do a one shot, or like not even a one shot, but like a cameo as Davine.
Yeah.
And I was really excited to do that because I hadn't done roleplay in a long time, and I like really missed it. And this was Vampire, which is the coolest TTRPG ever.
Yeah.
And there's Tash here, who I love, who's literally just like the nicest human, and I missed hanging out with her. And that was a really this was just a really cool opportunity to do something and like hang out with my friend, right? And so I don't know, I was really excited about the one episode, and then like it worked out that I could be on for longer, and Sheepy made a space for me, and it was amazing, and Nahari was amazing, and the whole thing was just been amazing. Like getting to play with Vandy, getting to play with Josh, getting to play with Alex, just like everybody, or Hydra, sorry. I'm so sorry. For some reason I have it in my head that his name is Alex. I don't know why.
Well, the character names are always up on the thing, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
It's been a long day too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, I'm like a total baby role player. I had only ever done one show before this one. And then when I started doing this one, I think I'd only been doing this one for like a week or two, maybe 3, and then Rhyme happened, so then I was doing both at the same time, and that was crazy and awesome. And I actually feel like I did a better job in both shows because of it. Like I felt a lot more confident in Rhyme because of this show, because like Tash said, she's over here on my monitor, but she's over there on your guys' monitor, so I'm sorry if I'm like, you're probably like, where the hell is she pointing? But yeah, like, because I feel already super comfortable and safe with Tash, but also like Sheepy made it so, just like she said, like so safe and comfortable, and like gave good feedback, and like I just love the way his crazy brain works about everything, like the setting and the characters and the way the twists and turns of everything happen. Like Tash said, really amazing storyteller, really awesome, like interesting brain, and so it's just been really fun and awesome.
Sheepy's like, I don't know how to react.
Thank you. I'm saying thank you, and I've loved it, and I'm sad it's over.
I'm just waiting for Tess to say with a bottle of Chianti.
I don't know what that's from, but I like
It's
it.
Sounds of the Lambs,
Silence
like
of the
his
Lambs.
liver with
Yeah.
Oh.
fava beans and a bottle of Chianti.
But at the end, he eats someone's brain.
Oh. No, I don't want to eat your brain. I just want to enjoy the stories that come from your brain. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Seriously, thank you for the really, really, really amazing opportunity. It's been so nice, and yeah, I hope to see Tash in more roleplay things, and I hope to see more roleplay things that Sheepy does, and I hope to see Vanty in more roleplay things, and I hope to see Josh and Hydra in more roleplay things. And you should definitely make sure you check out Josh's Stranger Things and
Strange Adventures.
Stranger Things. That's a TV show. I'm sorry, my brain is done.
Stranger Things. Would you like me to take over?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hey guys. Tess is broken.
I'm happy, but
If you see steam coming out of her head, don't worry. It happens. Let me tell you. But yeah, so we'll have everyone on to a bar brawl where the bar brawl will be specifically talking about their exit as the character, and you know, their thoughts on the show and what they enjoyed, and it's basically anything they want to talk about. It can go past Sunkissed, but I have the feeling you guys will want to wax lyrical a bit on Sunkissed for a while. So, and we can talk about things that didn't pop up, things that could have been, and you know, all that type of thing. Additionally, you know what? Here's a little teaser for everyone. Tess, hopefully you're okay with this. I'm going to announce the cast member for Drifting. Tess! Tess is coming back to us on Drifting. And it's really looking forward to getting into that, because it's gonna be an interesting show. If you've seen the teaser art, should we say? I think people can probably guess which one you are, but should we say which one you are?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. If you've seen the teaser art, Tess is the character sitting back and with a little bit of bubblegum blowing in the bottom right corner.
I'm the lazy one.
Yeah, the lazy one.
I might actually have to do this some of the time.
Get comfortable.
This is the pose.
Aw.
You need like a hammock swing or something you could just sit in during the show.
I mean, literally, I could just do that.
There you go.
Perfect.
There might be a cat here. Fair warning.
Oh no, what a problem to have.
But so aside from that, it's important to say thank you to everyone who's watched the show and who's come with us from the beginning of Sunkissed to the end. Fun fact: there are still people finding Sunkissed and then binging all the way through it.
Yeah.
It's very bingeable. It's because I did that, like, which is so cool to me. I was a fan of the show because I originally watched it because Tash was on it. Like, I would just try to catch it whenever.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know. I didn't know you were doing it, like, until.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it when you joined the stream at some point.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's vampire and you're in it. And I was just like hooked immediately. And I thought it was so cool. And then that was definitely, I'm sure, in the back of my head when I was like asking Peachy, actually, who's my friend from the show that I did a billion years ago with the Cyberpunk show. Because I knew that he was into roleplay stuff. And so I was like, hey, Peachy, do you know anybody that's looking for somebody to do a little roleplay? Because I kind of want to get back into it. And then Peachy connected me with Sheepy, and I was like, yes, I want to be on this show with Tosh and everybody. It's so cool. And then I just like binged the whole thing.
I remembered you from way back in Henley days, and I was like, oh yeah, it does. I think Tess would make a good Davine. So we talked and we organized that, and then during the snack shot, you were getting like super hyper over VTM. And I was like, here's someone who hasn't roleplayed for a while and loves Vampire the Masquerade. And I've got a show where I'm the GM and I'm the showrunner. I can do what I want. And I'm like, hey, Tess, do you just want to be a character on the show? Like, come and join us. Like, why not?
I was like, oh my god, yes.
So yeah, you know, that was good. And yeah, well, what I was saying, I'm still emoting like I'm on camera. I'm just not.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that you're not. Damn it.
So yeah, what I was saying is like, thank you to everyone who has watched and who's been with us and who's gotten this all the way through, or even just, you know, people who dropped off after 10 episodes. 10 episodes is pretty fucking good. It's a long show. So, you know, they won't hear it, but no matter how far you got, thank you for watching. And honestly, like, doing such a long campaign and such a slow burn long campaign with like massive scenes and just, you know, endless chatty roleplay, it's kind of hard to end that appropriately. So much like Chrys, we're not gonna do much of any more epic or something outro. We're just gonna end the show. So thanks for watching, guys. In a couple of weeks we'll hopefully have drifting for you. There's more stuff coming on the channel, so keep yourselves around for that type of thing. Hopefully, maybe even another slot and more stuff.
He's over here. Sorry.
I was like, what are you pointing at? What's on the screen that I'm not seeing?
I'm just saying I want to see a show with Tash in it. That's what I'm saying.
We're in talks. We're gonna see.
Cool.
So yeah, those of you on YouTube, thank you. Hope you enjoyed, and keep your eyes peeled on this channel for more.